Where are tomorrow's jobs going to be? Reporter Brenna Donnelly visited professors on campus to find out what BYU students are doing to graduate with diplomas that are in high demand.
Some of the fastest growing industries in the world are in engineering, technology, green energy, and manufacturing. And in today's global economy, American students want to be competitive. But on the national level, only 30% of U.S. graduates received a degree in those fields in 2010. 60% left with an arts degree in humanities, education, or the social sciences. That has career counselor Heidi Vogler worried for the next generation.
At the end of the day, it's up to the student and they get to choose, but I try to help them be realistic about some of their options.
The numbers at BYU are pretty similar, and some students are worried too.
A little worried. I mean, I've had a lot of friends graduate and they're struggling a little bit finding their jobs.
I am worried about that because it's becoming less important to people and people are finding less interest in it, and we've seen that just in our choir programs here. The numbers for concert attendance are down majorly, and so people just aren't as interested and don't have a desire to come and participate in the arts.
But most students still choose arts and humanities over science, technology, and engineering degrees, despite the bleak job outlook. They say math and science classes seem harder and less interesting.
Math was something I've always loved, but it was the pounding out hours and hours over the table trying to get it in my brain and understand it. And the arts are something that's definitely come a lot easier for me.
I did not really like science too much. I mean, I enjoyed the science classes. It's interesting theory. Just doesn't speak to the soul like music does.
So do you follow your heart or follow the economy? Luckily for Brigham Young University students, administrators have already prepared for that, and hopefully you'll get to do both.
There's a trend among employers to look for that really liberal arts-based student, somebody that's got a broad set of skills, the good analytical skills, the good communication skills, because they can train them a lot of times to do some of the more technical things. Obviously, if they are looking for an engineer, they need somebody that's got a background in engineering. But there's a lot of jobs within the STEM fields that don't necessarily need the degree.
And BYU science and engineering faculty agree. Dr. David Anthony says picking an arts major is just fine if you have a minor with a marketable skill, like being a music major and minoring in math, or being an artist who understands chemistry.
It does make them well-rounded. It does provide them with opportunities that are far more extensive than just being a potter or an artist or a musician.
Ultimately, it's up to the students to decide what they want to major in. But employers will caution that it's going to take more than just a diploma to turn a major into a career. Brenna Donnelly, BYU Weekly.